Hey guys, I'm here today with Chen Danchun.
Hi guys, Chen Danchun here. I'm a year 2 student who majors in information security, a branch of computer science.
One very unique thing about Danchun is that when she came here to Fudan, she had to make a choice between her current major, which is more maths related, and a more arts related major, which is studying minor languages such as Arabic and the other types of languages. And so take us back to Danchun when she was 5 years old or when she was a kid.
Okay.
Like when did that interest spark in both like maths and arts?
Actually, when I was a child, I didn't have many access to arts, I think so, because I came from a village and I didn't have many access to arts. I just did what a student could do in her primary school, middle school, like so. And when I was in middle school, I began to search for for all kinds of books related to arts on my own, and I began to get the access to arts. And when it comes to science,
You were always good at maths.
And when I was in primary school and senior school, middle school, I can say like this. But when I was in college, I don't think so.
College as in now.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously she has to be good. She's in Fudan, right? So.
No. But compared to other students, I don't think my math is as good as before. Actually, there was no libraries at all when.
In your secondary school.
Back in my primary school, secondary school, and I just bought books from Taobao.
Obviously, you did well in the Gaokao in English to pass that exam.
Yeah.
But then you feel like it's different from actually like speaking.
I think when you writing a paper, you just do the theoretical work, but when you talk with others, it's more practical, and I will be quite nervous because I didn't grow up in an English environment, and I'm kind of afraid of making mistakes and losing my face like this, so it's quite nervous. I'm quite nervous to speak with others in English, especially in the native speakers.
I got to meet her in a public speaking class, and so that meant she actually took up the courage to sign up for that class. So why did you as a science student, you still see a need for public speaking or like improving your language?
Actually, I think communication is quite a big part of one's life, and English is a universally used language all around the world. And I think actually I choose the EPS because I think it's a good opportunity for me to practice both my college and my English speaking, my oral English. And I think when I go abroad, I think I want to communicate with foreigners freely. I think so. I want to communicate with foreigners freely without any difficulty, and I think a new language is like will broaden one's horizons and open new windows for one's life to see the diversity of the world. I think so.
Even as an information security major.
Yeah.
It can still open up opportunities.
And I think English is quite important in my major as well.
Really?
When I wanna furthering my study in my major, I have to read quite a lot of papers written in English.
Because you think like
the foreign research is more advanced.
More So their research would cover knowledge that if you only know Chinese, you otherwise you wouldn't be able to like understand it.
Yeah.
So being able to speak English, if you know English well, then you would be able to read those papers, which would help your subject knowledge.
Yeah.
I guess.
But I think reading papers is quite different from talking with others in English, because I can read complicated sentences, reading English very easily without difficulty. But when I'm talking with others in English, sometimes
It's a different thing, right?
sometimes some very easy words is just fails me.
What would be some of your recommendations? Like not only podcasts, whatever film, book, or TV series. Is there like one thing you think people have to listen to or read?
Actually, I didn't listen to podcasts until last August, just a few months ago.
Right.
And the reason why I'm listening to podcasts instead of music is because I wanted to make the most of my time, especially when I'm eating or doing something. When I'm walking or actually I'm riding a bike,
Even when riding a bike, don't even get me started on bikes. I can't even handle the bike with both hands,
yeah.
doing nothing, and I still can't handle the bike. She can listen to stuff while biking. I don't know how people do that.
I'm quite excellent.
Skillful bike rider.
And I want to make the most of my time actually. So I began to listen to podcasts. And when it comes to my recommendation of podcasts, maybe I want to recommend Culture Potato, which is 文化土豆 in Chinese, and it's actually a Chinese podcast. It talks about all kinds of arts, especially in not all kinds of especially in films and books. It updates very frequently, so I think it's quite you don't have to wait for the
Next episode, right?
Yeah, it's quite, I think, very annoying.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
So I think it's quite a good choice for you guys to listen to. And when it comes to podcasts related to economics, maybe the one I wanna recommend to you guys most is the Chen. It's also a Chinese podcast, and so you don't be afraid that you can't understand it.
Right.
Yeah, and it will talk about many cases.
Real life examples.
Yeah, and it's casual way to explain complicated knowledge, economic knowledge, especially investing.
Investment.
Yeah, investment. And by doing so, you can know better about the logic of your commercial
of the brands around you.
Yeah, like 星巴克 or
Starbucks,
喜茶 or many things, anything else.
Right. Yeah. So like daily, like the things that happen around you, you understand them better.
Yeah, and it's quite funny, I think. So.
Right.
And when it comes to English podcasts, the one I listen to most is All Years English. Its title is Learning English for Communication, Not for Perfection. Yeah, I think it's quite.
That pretty sums up like what language learning is all about. What we've been talking about.
Yeah, I'm making too much mistakes. Too many.
It's fine. That's language learning. Is there anything, a final piece of advice related to anything, be that studying, language learning, whatever you'd like to leave the people with?
Maybe practice more. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. I think just the 大道至简。
大道至。
就是最大的道理，就是
大道至
简单，就是最大的道理就是用最简单的。
大道至简。
对。
Okay, I get it.
I just taught him.
Yeah, I learned another Chinese. I added another extra stuff, my Chinese knowledge. Right. So the simplest methods actually work. It's not that complicated. It's not like you have to learn English and you have to do like a lot of weird things, but it's all about, reading, using the language more. That's what makes you a better speaker, an English learner.
Yeah.
So that's about it. It's very windy. I'm cold. She's not. She's strong, and so she's strong. And thank you for your time.
I'm long sleeve.
Long sleeves. I have long pants too, but I'm still feeling cold. But thank you so much for your time, Danchun. And I think there are many things, takeaways, hopefully, you got from this video. The most important of all is I hope we could all be a bit more like Danchun, the courage to use the language, a language which you're not confident in, which is something I'm gonna remember going forward when I try to practice more Mandarin, which she's gonna help me with, and also German and other languages I'm gonna come across in my future. But hopefully you like this one. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. 一键三连, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright guys.
Hi, bye
Peace.
bye.